What you are about to hear is not a story about speed. It is not a story about talent. It is a story about the most dangerous thing a living creature can do: carry a dream so long, so quietly, so stubbornly, that the whole world forgets you have one. Except you.
Old Leo, you've been on this road my entire life. I was born, I grew up, I had children of my own, and every time I pass this road, you're still here. Still moving. Why? What could possibly be worth all of this?
Because the day I stop is the day I tell the world that my dream was never real.
But Leo, how long have you been walking this road?
Longer than most animals around here have been alive.
And nobody helped you? Nobody walked with you?
Some did. For a while. But dreams have a way of outlasting the people who believe in them with you. Friends leave. Seasons change. And one day you look around and realize it's just you and the road. And you have to decide right then and there, is this dream mine, or was it only real when others were watching?
This message is for anyone who has been carrying something heavy for a long time. Anyone who started a dream with fire and now carries it like a quiet ache. Anyone who has been almost ready to let go.
Leo, tell me the truth. Were you ever afraid you were wasting your life?
There was a winter. The coldest one I can remember. The path was frozen. My legs wouldn't move right. I sat still for so long that moss began to grow on my shell. Other animals would walk past and not even notice I was alive. They thought I was just a rock. And honestly, there were days I thought they were right.
What did you do?
I stayed. I didn't quit. But I also couldn't move. So I did the only thing left, I remembered. I closed my eyes and I went back to the very beginning. Back to the day I first saw the great hilltop from a distance. The way the light hit it in the late afternoon. The way it made my heart feel like it was too big for my chest. I held that image in my mind like a fire in the cold. And I waited.
There will be winters in your life. Long, brutal, invisible winters where you're not failing, you're not quitting, you're just frozen. And the world will walk past you and call you a rock. And the only thing that will unfreeze you is the memory of why you started.
Did it work?
Spring always comes.
But Leo, didn't it hurt? Watching everyone else build lives, find happiness, settle down? While you were still just walking.
Every day. There were animals who had everything the world said you're supposed to want. A warm den. A full family. Comfort. Safety. And I had a worn-out shell and an unfinished road. There were nights I genuinely asked myself, who decided my dream was the real one? What if I'm just the fool who didn't know when to stop?
So what's the answer? How do you know when to stop?
You don't stop when it gets hard. You don't stop when you're tired. You don't stop when people laugh. You only stop when the dream itself tells you it's done. And trust me, a real dream never does.
A long-held dream is not a burden. It is a teacher. It strips away your ego. It removes your need for applause. It teaches you to move for the sake of moving, not for the reward at the end. After enough years, the dream stops being something you chase.
I am not a tortoise who is trying to reach a hilltop. I am the tortoise who reaches hilltops. That is who I became on this road. And no one can take that from me.
Leo, I had a dream once. A big one. I gave it up a long time ago. I told myself I was being realistic. Being responsible.
And how has realistic felt?
Empty. Like I've been full of food but hungry my whole life.
That emptiness you feel? That is your dream. Still alive. Still waiting. Sitting right where you left it, patient as a tortoise.
The dream you abandoned did not die. It did not move on. It did not find someone else. It is still there in the place inside you where the real things live. And the fact that it still hurts when you think about it, that is not weakness. That is proof. Proof that it was real. That you were real.
You're fast, little rabbit. Faster than I ever was. You have time I never had. So let me give you the one thing I wish someone had told me at the beginning of this road. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Don't wait for someone to believe in you. Don't wait until the fear goes away, because it never does. You carry the fear and the dream at the same time, and you walk anyway. One step. Then another. Then another. Slow? Yes. Uncertain? Always. But moving. Always moving.
Leo kept walking. He didn't run. He didn't rush. He didn't need to. Because a dream held long enough stops feeling like a destination and starts feeling like home.
There it is.
The tortoise didn't win because he was fast. He didn't win because he was strong. He won because every single morning, when the world gave him 1,000 reasons to stop, he gave himself one reason to keep going. His dream. The same dream. Every single day. You have that dream too. You didn't lose it. You just got tired of carrying it alone. Pick it back up. Start walking. The hilltop is still there.